Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner, okay? And I know we just got off a live, okay, about 40 minutes ago, okay? And we are back for the other foolishness, okay? Earlier, it was some celebrity-ish foolishness, and now we have the prison. Messy foolishness of life after, love after, anywhere go is somebody dating somebody after prison. Okay, and it is one of our guilty pleasures, I would think, because we all love to watch it and we all love to complain too. Okay, because it's a lot to handle. Okay, but y'all know first things first. If you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel, okay, to become a whole JayBird, .. Okay. Also, make sure to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG and Twitter and TikTok, okay? Like the video, please, and thank you. Like the video. I put a lot of work into these things, okay? A lot of energy into these lives, so y'all know just like it. It's nice, okay? And we love you for liking it, okay? You can also share the video too. It is hit the share button and share it to your social media. The same way you share everything else on there, okay? And wait, comment in the comment section because this is a conversation. This is a conversation between me and you and them, they, and everybody around here. Okay, so make sure to comment too. Now, y'all know I'm here where I'm at, y'all. Hi. I got food on my face because I just finished eating my food real quick. Because y'all know I woke up. My lipstick is a little bit messy because I just ate some chicken. But because I woke up, got on live. We did a 3-hour live, honey. I'm like, 3 hours? 3 hours? 3 hours? Okay, I was like, girl, how did that happen? Okay, a whole, it was on live 3 hours and 9 minutes. Okay, ended that live, ate some food, put up my groceries, ran to the bathroom, and I'm back. Okay, I'm back. I did not feel like reapplying on lipstick or whatever. I'm back. I'll be live tomorrow for something else. We'll probably watch Mr. Robbie live. We're going to watch the old live that Tasha and Rocky did from 10 years ago, which just shows he's been on bullshit this whole time. My signal was being dumb. And whatnot. So again, we're going to get into that stuff tomorrow for a live or whatever. But today, for right now, it's gonna be this. I'm also gonna be doing my Ghost season 3 episode 1 review. That will be up tomorrow. I have to still watch Growing Up Hip Hop, honey. Whew, Jesus, y'all don't know how much work I put into this thing, okay? But I'm here. And I love you all, okay? But y'all know, let's see, who is this? No way, Jose. Just a suggestion: when you do your videos and it's about multiple people or shows, can you include a timestamp so I can skip, to who I'm listening to? I love your videos. Well, no way, Jose. I can't do that. You wanna know why? I don't have the time. Okay. For those who are watching stuff back, you do know you can just skip through the video. I have pictures for who I'm talking about. I'm rarely ever on the live talking about people and I don't have pictures up. So if you're looking for someone in particular, you can just skip to the part of the people you want to see when they picture pop up. Once I'm done on a live, I don't rewatch my lives. I don't. I have moderators. If the moderators want to put timestamps in, that's perfectly fine with me. But me personally, I don't have the time to do that, my love. I just don't. Usually when I'm done with lives, I'm tired. I go to sleep or I work on another live and I just don't have time to go back and rewatch stuff. But that's the whole reason, why I use pictures. So that way, as y'all are fast forwarding through, you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Or, you can just play it all the way through. And that way I get paid. And it's not free labor. But I love you all. And I'm very appreciative that y'all, like my reviews enough to watch any part of it. But, with my schedule and how often I'm putting up stuff, I don't have time to do that. But, thanks for the suggestion. I won't be able to do that. But yes, we back. We back. Okay. Hey to y'all. Here for the foolishness of last night episode. I'm ready. Out running errands and tune in for the foolishness. Because look, life has to be lived. Life has to be lived. Okay. I like and share. Thank you, Kelly. Okay. Got my cocktail. Okay. I wish I had a cocktail. I should have made me a drink. I should have fully made me a drink because I deserve one. It's a weekend. I usually only drink on weekends, but I have not done that yet. Okay. Thank you for the appreciation. Okay. Hey to the people. Hey. I've been too busy. Like, look, I think everybody is busy. And that's why I don't ask my moderators to do timestamps because it is time consuming. And usually everybody busy. There are many, not that many. You know who do timestamps on their videos? People who have a team. It's just me. You know what I'm saying? People who have a team or people who maybe don't do as many videos as I do. I'm on live like every day, mostly. So I don't require my mods to do that because they can't really watch me. They're watching the clock. So while I understand the reason for someone asking, hey, can you put in timestamps? Honey, we ain't got time. But if you want to produce this, you can. But like Sam said, you know what I'm saying, life be life of us or whatever. And I'm appreciative of y'all being here watching. But for anybody who don't feel like watching me and you want to skip ahead because you don't want to hear anything, I get that too. I just don't have the time to make your life easier because it makes my life harder. I was like, anyway. But like the video. Okay, here every week. Okay, got my work out in. Okay, meanwhile, I don't even watch some of the shows. I was like, well, because this is the foolishness. It's just the foolishness, and I appreciate it. You ain't okay, but it's like I don't know what to say. We TV should do some time fast so I can not get past Brittany and Marcelino. I saw the preview of them coming back next week. I swear, Megan. The funny part was when they popped on screen, I was like, that was just my reaction. Like without me even thinking, I was like, I really feel like Brittany and Marcelino have ran their course 2 seasons ago. So I don't fully understand why they still here. They should go and do something else. They have been on the show the longest. I feel like Brittany and Marcelino was during season 1. And that was 18,689 episodes ago. So I'm not sure why they're back at all, but they here. Okay. I listen to your videos while I'm cleaning up. It makes the skin go faster. That's what I told y'all. I don't really listen to. Thank you, Lisa Mack. I don't really listen to I don't listen to reviews of shows that I review. The only people I listen to, I watch everything Rocks do because she don't go live often. I listen to I listen to people's I listen to all the Alex's allegedly shows. But for the most part, if I'm on YouTube, I'm trying to watch people who is reviewing something I don't watch or I don't review. So that's the fun part for me because it's just like that makes my time go by faster. So I also put on, people's stuff for stuff I don't review, shows I don't review, and random things because it makes the time go by faster. Okay. But I just be like, Brittany, yeah, they should go now. That be my throat hurt. I've cleaned 3 closets. Gotta be talking so damn much, okay? Not that kid's gonna be in college. Well, her younger kids, her older kids maybe, because them kids she had, not with Marcelino, but the other kids, hell, they may be in college right now. I don't know, okay? But I feel like they around here and should go away. Okay, I feel like they around here and should go away. Go away from me. Apollo, get away from me with this, okay? And that is Brittany and Marcelino, okay? But let's get into what we came to get into, and that's these fools. I was like, this show, every season, helps us to realize that crazy comes in all shapes, colors, heights, genders, everything, everything. I'm like, really? This what we doing? This what we doing? Okay, I guess so, but it still be a bunch of foolishness. Okay, foolishness. I'm not big on the fashion stuff, so I just rewatch and skip it for Jaylee to get her watch hours. See, know what I know. And that's why I put the fashion stuff up first. Because folks know fashion's always first. And for people who don't really, care for fashion, they know if I'm on live, they don't really have to come on right when I start off. They know if it's an award show that just happened, I'm going to do fashion first. You know what I'm saying? So that makes complete sense. But again, when people who watch the replay, you can, because you do know, if you're watching any YouTube video on your computer, you literally can skip to the parts. Skip to my dog. You can just keep, skipping. If you're watching on the phone or on like a tablet or whatever, if you just double tap the screen, you can rewind or fast forward by just double tapping. And it will show you, you know what I'm saying? So it's just fast forward. I never get why folks like, oh my God, you're waiting music. It's you can skip past it on the replay. Now on the live watch, I get it. Watching live, you gotta watch live. But if you're ever watching a replay, just skip past. You think I don't skip past shit on videos? I don't feel like you know what I'm saying? I be like, okay, I don't care about Donald Trump. Skip to my loo. So I don't mind anyone watching me and skipping past parts, but I don't have time to time y'all. But I love y'all. Let's get into Michelle. Michael, I said they call that man Michelle. Michael and Justine. People are kind of not like. Oh, thank you, universe. So, goddess, thanks for the sprinkling and entertainment. Well, you're welcome. You know, now if I can only get to my closet, which I hope to do the rest of this week, to get my closet cleaned out. Because y'all know my closet room, y'all, it is a whole couch. It is a whole couch. A whole couch full of clothes, basically new clothes, that I need to be organized and hung up. But I have to still get rid of more clothes. I'm still binging and purging and donating clothes out of my closet. And I have to do that to put up stuff I have now. And I haven't done that at all. But I'm gonna make myself do it this week. Yes, I am. Okay. I want to review. Yes, I only seen the clip. I talked about it a little bit. We went over a little bit on my live. We did at today. The live I just did today. What's that called? Because I was live this morning and we discussed some foolishness. And so a clip of the interview he did, I was able to discuss that clip that he did. And I kept asking, how can I watch because I didn't know where to get the whole thing. And someone told me it'll be available on Monday. And so once it's available on Monday, I'll discuss that. But if y'all did not know, at like 1:30 today, I was on live and we had a whole 3-hour discussion on all of this. Yes, 3 hours. I don't know how it got to be 3 hours. I don't know. It's because I talk so damn much. But we did a whole little thing for that. It was crazy. But he was on another interview just today. While I was on live, he was doing an interview. So that will be discussed tomorrow sometime. But y'all know I'll be trying to get it in because I gotta follow the money. YouTube is a job. You know what I'm saying? But Justine and Michael, I still feel like they are a bit performative, meaning they really on the show just to get paid. Not that I think they're a fake couple or something like that, but something about them is very boring. They're not entertaining. I also think their monotone voices kind of put me to sleep. So sometimes I have to listen to it twice. But y'all have been talking before about we don't never see Michael with his kids. Where's his kids? Well, surprise! His oldest son, his 13-year-old son, little Michael, has moved in with them. Okay, he says him and the mom made a decision that because he's older now, he needs to be with his father, and so they agreed for him to permanently, or at least right now, live there with him and his wife. So 1 out of his 4 children now live in the house with them. I said, well, that's a good thing. Because again, Justine has, I think, a 13-year-old kid too. So at least he has someone else there his age. So that's, that's fine. He brings up how he just doesn't want his son to feel like, well, this is the weird thing. He says how he does not want the son to feel like he's been replaced because, he's home with a whole new family and the wife has the 3 kids or whatever. And so he does not want the kid to feel replaced. But what do you think gonna happen when they find out you're having a whole new baby? Like you have not even had time to spend with them and you've already created a new child. So they may not feel like they're replaced, but I hope daddy make dumb decisions. Okay, but I will say this son just looked. I don't know if he was giddy because he was on camera, but what I can say is he seemed very excited to be at the house, spend time with his dad. He said, I just love the fact that I'm here and I'm happy to have time to spend with you. Because again, he was in jail for I think it was 6 years. How long was Michael gone? Michael, yeah, he was gone for, well, I don't say no more. I believe it was 6 years. So the fact that he was gone for 6 years, he's now 13. So he like, my dad been gone since I was around 5, 6 years old. That's a long time. And 13 is an impressive age where kids are paying more attention. But again, kid is happy to, be back home or whatever. So we do see later on that Michael has gotten permission from his PO to travel. Okay, and him and his wife, who's out here wearing matching outfits still. I don't know why, it aggravates my spirit. They want to travel to Vegas because they want to move to Vegas. They have to go out to Vegas and see about houses and this and that and that. So a whole little trip. So Michael calls his sister, Ann. Is it Ann or Annie? I think it's Ann. Calls his sister, who we know don't have the best relationship with, what's her name? Justine, and ask her, hey, I can travel now, and I want to go out to Vegas. So me and her want to go out to Vegas. So can you come stay at our house and watch our kids for 7 or 8 days? Now this is the gotcha. You out here, okay? You're out here, no longer restricted from traveling. And the first thing you plan is a trip out to Vegas with your wife without the children, not time with the kids. Because at this point, he's been out of prison for 2 months. You plan a 7 to 8 day vacation trip, or this trip in general, to Vegas, not some family vacation with you, her, your kids, and her kids, not a family bonding trip. Maybe bring, her mama and your sister for the 5-year works, okay? I'm not, girl, whatever. So to me, that already show bad decision making. I get y'all want to move to Vegas, but how about before you uproot all the kids, or at least your one son and her 3, to Vegas, across the country, from y'all over there in Pennsylvania, meaning you will be further away from your kids who live in Rhode Island. You choose, no, let's take a me and you trip, and I'll have my sister watch the 4 kids, your 3 and my 1. Now the sister agrees. Now we know the sister and Justine was out there fussing and stuff or whatever, and I'm like, I guess that's fine. I'm leave that be. Now I was like, girl, bye. Now he also gets a call from his little friend, that dude Mocha, who wants him to be a single looking man within his marriage or whatever. And he's like, oh, he come to Vegas. That's great. We can do some business. Come without your wife. Come without your ring. I need a ringless Michael. I'm like, why? No one knows him. Like, why do you want, like, is he a porn star? Is he finna get sex? I don't understand why in 2022 or 2023, Mocha thinks Michael has to be single in order for someone to think to support. I don't get it. Unless he's a porno star, an escort, or something that where people want to date him and be with him, and people don't care about why. We see that already. I feel like the music scene ain't what it used to be. No one has to fake and be single. It's dumb. It doesn't make no sense. Okay. Now, but Michael told him, like, I'm married. I can't come out. I'm not coming out there by myself. I'm coming with my wife. It is what it is. Okay. Now, the sister and her wife, because the sister happens to be gay, it's fine. The sister and her wife come over because again they're gonna watch the kids. For 7, 8 days. Before she get there, Justine is talking to the daughter. Okay. And brings up how, things are slowly getting better between me and the sister, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I may forgive, but I ain't gonna forget. We was fussing, and I'm gonna remember. Well, see, you already, in my opinion, starting off on the wrong thing. You can't say that I was fussing and arguing with a sister. I won't ever, forget that. It's like, you don't have to bring it up every time either. Like, that ain't what it has to be. That's stupid. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. Anyway, Michael told Justine, hey, I want to go hang out with my sister for a bit, get some sister time or whatever. You can't come. I want to talk to her. I'll be back in a couple hours. Okay. They go to a jewelry store because he wants to get a ring. He looks at 2 rings because he tells the sister, because he proposed to Justine in prison. he never was able to get down on one knee and have the whole, fairy tale proposal situation. He wants to propose to her the right way and get a ring. And it's just like, oh, okay. Is it because she's pregnant? I can tell because I assume that her stomach is a bit pudgy. She keeps talking about cravings and this little stuff I hear her saying. I can tell she's pregnant. I fully believe that Justine was saying stuff and knew the sister would pick up on it. I think she wants people to know he said she's pregnant, even if she's acting like she don't. I'm gonna leave that be, okay? So he like, look, no, I'm posing because I'm sorry, I'm re-proposing because I just want it to be what it should have been, okay? Now I was like, girl, I'm crazy, but she also tells him that it's just very, very fast of y'all getting pregnant. You know what I'm saying, you just got out again. He only been out for 2 months, and she 2 months pregnant. She also brings up how it's sad for his kids because she made the best point. She was like, he did 6 years in prison. They were already away from him for so long. Okay. And they've been waiting, for 6 years to be with their dad. And now dad is having a new baby. So that could hurt them. I agree. Okay. And when Michael said, well, what do you want me to do? You want me to just wait 5 years? I'm like, sir, you said that as if you do now. Y'all are the only people who say stuff like, why should I wait? Why should I wait? Should I just wait? Yes. You had 3. Sorry, you had 4. She had 3. Y'all did not have to rush to have kids together. Y'all have enough kids. You do, Blanche. And waiting, not even 5 years. Wait a year. You're gonna wait a year before knocking her ass up. But again, whatever. You already had kids, so did she. You could have waited. You actually could have, okay? Now, the 2 rings he looked at. The first one, the smaller one with the round diamond, that one cost $2,000, okay? The second one, the bigger one, okay, that one cost $5,000. I said, where the fuck is he getting this money from? Because he bought her the $5,000 ring. Where does the money come from? Because nobody who was fresh out of prison, been out 2 months, we don't know if any job he have. He say he be rapping. We ain't heard him rap. He say he had them shoes. I don't know. Where? Who bought they matching clothes? Where is the money coming from? Now, he say how him and Justine have a joint account. So he has to replace the money he bought the ring with before she noticed, so he can surprise her or whatever. So you went to the bank and took out $5K? Somebody lied. You hear me? I was thirsty. Somebody lying. Okay, what's going on? I want to know. See, I know how they be paying for stuff too. They brought that up about who was it called? Monique and them dinner. From early in the season, how production paid for that. But I'm like, I need production to tell us, hey, don't think everybody around here selling drugs. Everything on the show, I feel like they pay for some things, but I'm like, if I was Monique and Derek, I'd be pissed. All I got was a $500 dinner, and she got a $5,000 ring. I want the difference. I want my $4,500 today. Okay, I want it right now. Now, both rings are nice rings. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like we can't keep ignoring the fact. To me, I'll also say this. If production is paying for shit, that's fake to me. It's one thing if you're getting paid on the show, so you're using money you're getting paid for to pay for stuff. But say that, like, I'm getting paid from the show, so the show was paying for the rent, they paying for the ring, they paying for the dinners or whatever. But if production is paying for everything, it's like, what part is real? Like, who paying for the clothes? Because if production is also paying for the clothes, then production ain't shit. But it's just weird. I'm like, girl, but I get that too. If production, it's like, okay, we'll pay for, or production maybe pay pay half. If he know, okay, production gonna give me $2,000, I'll pay the difference. But even then, if production did not pay for the full ring, even if production paid for half of it, where did he get his half of the money from? And I think it's unfair for us to be watching a reality show and we keep seeing these, because I'm like, if that's the case, this is something too. If production be paying for stuff, I'm like, why didn't production pay? I'm not gonna say that because I was gonna say, what was their names? The white lady and the bank robber who was evicted and didn't have no money. It's just weird. It's not. It's not only misleading. It's a lie. I think it's a lie. It's not realistic. It isn't. Because and then it's like, are they paying for everyone's stuff, or just some people who don't have it? So that part, I want my shows to have a bit more reality in it and less production. I get production has to follow the story. That's fine. But I'm like, ain't no way prisoner 777-9311 Michael should be out here getting a $5,000 ring. And the gotcha is that when Derek went to get a ring from Monique, he had to put the ring on layaway. He had to put a down payment on it. So I feel like it's a lot. Like, okay, what? I don't know. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. But anyway, I'm saying, he wants to get things together for him and that lady, Justine. And I'm like, now y'all in a house with 4 kids, trying to move to Vegas while she's pregnant. It's gonna be some bullshit. Next up, more bullshit. Okay, we have Blaine and Lindsey. Again, is production also paying their rent? Because I'm like, that house they was in was he can rent a house. I think it's Blaine work. And even though I don't know if Lindsey works, does she really work construction, or does she used to? I don't know. Look, the fact that Blaine has not told Lindsey he gonna take this plea deal, okay, so he don't have to go to jail. He's like, I'm waiting for the right time. I just have to figure out what I want to do, okay? And they sitting around and talking or whatever. And because he has not told her that he can possibly get this deal to be on house arrest versus going to prison, she still think, we got to come up with $15,000 for your lawyer to handle this case. And Lindsey absolutely talks like a pimp, like a drug dealer, but she also talks like a pimp or drug dealer who wants people to believe they big time. I don't believe on Nan Green Earth that Lindsey was a big time drug dealer at all. I believe she dibbled and dabbled. Yes, I do. However, I'm over it. Okay, the fact that she comes up with the idea, hey, you need $15,000 for a lawyer. How about we call the people who I fronted, before I went to prison, and that way they gotta pay me back. I was like, fronted them drugs? Now, all she said is, one lady owed me $800. The one who owe her $800 don't have no money. Don't have no money. And so she asked that person, okay, well, how about you help me get money from other people who owe me? If everyone owes you and they ain't trying to pay you back, they're not going to pay you back. But friends said, I'll help you collect money. So some guy owed $1,800, somebody else owed $1,400, somebody else owed $1,000. she, in one breath, she said, I fronted so-and-so $800 for bail money. But I don't think you was out here loaning people money. Girl, I don't believe she loaned nobody no money. I don't believe she was no big time girl. It's making my head hurt. It's making my head hurt. And Lance is big time in the woods. What they living in? Because ain't nobody else over there. I agree. Because I feel like in the small town, that has 2 stoplights, 7 corners to bend, and 1 quickie mart, that you were big time because it was such a small town and nobody else had drugs. You know what I'm saying? I get that, but I don't get this whole was she moving pounds and ounces or gallons? I don't know. But he like, let me handle it. You don't have to get involved. If I need your help, I'll ask you. But for right now, let me handle things. So she feel like he ain't gonna do shit. I'm gonna say fine, but he ain't handling it right. I'm gonna handle it myself. And I'm like, both of y'all sound dumb. Because why not tell her, hey, I got it handled. I talked to my lawyer. I can sign a plea deal and we be good. That's still you handling shit. It ain't her, girl. I don't have time. Because we then see his daddy come in town to visit. Now, first of all I'm gonna say. You know how we watch those documentaries of like people who kill people? Blaine looks like a person in the documentary who kill people. Okay? His father looked like people who are the fathers of people who kill people. And I'm like, girl, I agree. If all those people owe you money, you not gangster at all. Also, you wouldn't be giving it out so freely at all. Okay? But these 2 people around here look like a part of a documentary that's coming sooner rather than later. And one of them is going to be the killer. And the other one is going to be their family member who can't believe that Billy Bob was around there killing folk. I wasn't going to say it, but somebody else said it. Sam said it. You hear me? It was just weird, so she met the man daddy real quick or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And the dad like, I think she's great, she's a cool person, you know what I'm saying? Even though he found out when you met her, because you was selling drugs. I'm like, and was Blaine really selling drugs like that? Or did he just have drugs on him because he did drugs? It's a difference. Okay? And the daddy standing in front of her, how, oh yeah, she's great, Again, despite the fact that you find out they met because he was selling drugs for that lady. And when she walked away, because she go get her daughter, the dad said, you know what, son, she's too sharp. And when he said that she's too sharp, not too smart, too sharp, I said, oh, the daddy know you can't put none over her, and she seemed too smart to be with you. Anyway, he told, hey, daddy, I got this court case, but I can take this deal, this plea deal or whatever. I'll get house arrest. I won't have to do 19 years in prison, but I have not told Lindsey yet. Well, why not, son? Why not? Why not tell her? Well, daddy, because she think I can't do shit for myself. Matter of fact, I have to go today. I got to go today to turn myself in to sign the deal to get this house arrest stuff. And she don't know. I want to surprise her later. It's going to be a surprise whenever you tell her. So not telling her it's just stupid. Don't make no sense at all. The daddy scene out because Blaine's got how the daddy wasn't really around that much or whatever when he was younger, but he's redeeming himself now and they're getting close or whatever. I'm like, And the fact that he told Lindsey to her face, I think y'all gonna be good. I think y'all gonna be good. And as soon as she left, son, she's too sharp. Son. So again, the daddy can even see Lindsey is smarter than the average bear. Okay, now Lindsey out here, because him and the daddy go, well, at least drive to I don't know the people office. I don't know, is it the prosecutors, the defense, whoever gonna make him have a plea deal? He went there. Lindsey with her daughter and her mama. First of all, her daughter who was in the middle, her daughter is only 13. The fact that her daughter, Miley Grace, looks her age. I'm like, did they rent the girl? I recall her season. It's just her daughter looked so young then. And I'm like, she looked like the daughter looked like she could at least be a senior in college. I'm sorry, a senior in high school. And not, maybe an 8th grader or 9th grader. I don't remember. I'm like, her daughter, and it scares me because the daughter is such a beautiful little girl, but she look grown. Is because her mama, was out in these streets, and the grandmama raised her. So I'm just hoping the daughter don't take after the mama. Okay, I just hope the daughter don't take after her mama. Okay. I do feel like how the daughter talks to her or whatever and how adult she seemed in having a conversation is a great thing. But that could be because the daughter has been raised around the grandmama. And sometimes when you are younger and you're raised around older people, it matures you to a point where you're not kiddie. Because when your grandma raised you, grandma like old stuff, And so I do see a maturity in her daughter that I'm hoping, works, in her works for good, not for evil. Now they out there shopping for a purity ring. A purity ring. I said, what? When the daughter said, Mama, did you have a purity ring? Did you get a pure ring? A purity ring? No, baby, we didn't have those back then. I also did not have a sex talk. She then goes on to tell her how at 14 she had sex for the first time with her daddy, who was 16 years old. Okay. And that's how she ended up getting pregnant. So it's like, I just don't want you to, lose your childhood how I did because I had you. And I was like, It's just like, would Miley Grace be better off without her mama influencing her? Or will the misdeeds that Lindsey has done be a scare tactic to make sure Miley Grace don't go down that same road? Like, I think her being hurt by her mom being gone for so long will hopefully help her not do that same shit or whatever. She brought up how I sold drugs to make money at first. Then I showed drugs to afford doing drugs, and then I just kept doing dumb stuff. Okay, but I want better for my daughter, and she was then talking to the daughter about what's the band name? What's his name? I can find the damn man name. Blaine. She's talking to the daughter about Blaine and his charges or whatever, how he can go to jail for like 19 years, and how what I did like is her saying, he's having to handle the consequences of old stuff he did that still has consequences later. Like your mama going back and forth to prison. So I also feel like the story should not be, really about her and Blaine. It really should be about her and her getting back into her daughter. So I don't know. But that daughter, I'm like, Lord, protect her. And they in a small town. It's protect her, protect her. Next up, Sean and the foolishness of him and Sarah. Look, Sean has done a lot of dumb shit. We have laughed about Sean and Destiny and him and Kelly, but I feel like Sarah is Sean's karma. You know, because Sean has always been a liar, and a liar for no real reason. Like he's never really had a reason to lie about the stuff in his life, but he would just lie for no damn reason. And now his wife, and his first wife, he's never been married, his first wife is already lying to him. So Sarah was out here sneaking the daughter Abby to meet her father, Anthony. Anthony, who was fresh out of rehab, and he wants to be a part of his child's life. Now, Sean, as I said, has done a lot of dumb things. Also, a part of me feel like Sean wasn't a cool kid when he got young. He got with Kelly. For some reason, Kelly liked him, and he kept knocking her up. And then he went from that to fucking with prisoners. And he's been making bad decisions ever since. And he's now with Sarah, who he felt was like, oh, she's great. But Sarah's also a liar, too. And this is the gotcha. I don't see any issue with Sarah wanting to introduce, Anthony to Abby privately. The issue I have is, one, she told the daughter, who's 8, to keep this a secret from Sean, who is the father figure at least, because her and Sean been together for almost a year. So Sean is the father figure, her stepfather, and you're telling your daughter, your 8-year-old daughter, hey, don't tell Sean that we're going to the park. It's just me and you. We're going to go meet my friends. Okay? He's mommy's special friends. But don't tell Scott. Go Scott. Don't tell Sean. Because again, she don't know she's going to be her father. She's not telling her that part. Now, she also brings up how I didn't tell Sean, because I just don't want to have any drama, you know what I'm saying? And if it turns out that that Anthony is not really clean or whatever, and he's going to be around, there's no reason for me to tell Sean. I was like, you do know this is being recorded. You do know everyone will see this. So you sneaking on camera and filming something that he gonna see later, even though you may feel like what you're doing is right, what you're doing is messy. It's gonna cause drama. Maybe you don't care, okay? But I was like, girl, and if you wanted that, why not let him stay clean for longer? Because you want to be around him. So they're at the park, they meet up. Now, first of all, I don't know if y'all can see, the daughter looked like him. So she favored her father. But she ate, and it's like, yes, here, teaching kids to keep secrets is a set up for disaster. Because when somebody else tells them to keep a secret, they're going to think, well, mommy also. They're going to think it's okay. And the gotcha is, it's not like it's not like Anthony is some random dude from her past who's really a special friend. He's literally her father. Why would you not, girl? This to me show Sarah's stupid. Sarah's dumb. You're looking for drama. And then when he get there, he's like, hey, pretty girl. And again, the daughter is none the white. He's just mommy's friend. Mommy's friend. Oh, go play with Anthony. I'm like, what, girl? Not go play with Anthony. It was so, but it also show how kids don't really, know to pay attention. Mama, why am I playing with an adult? Why am I playing with your friend? Why aren't you playing with your friend. So that was funny to me how she just went and played with the new strange man. Now, again, you know, she didn't leave them. She was there the whole time. But again, just letting them have some bonding time. Why gotta bond with your friend? I don't know. Now, Anthony said how great it was to meet his daughter, how much he felt like they had a connection. And it did seem like they had fun, laughing and whatever and whatnot, okay? But the fact that he was like, does she think I'm her father? Like, does she know? Because she looks just like me. Like, does she know? And Sarah said, well, I have no idea what she thinks. Because, no, he asked her, does she think that Sean is her father? And well, I don't know. I've never had that talk with her. And I'm like, you've never talked to your daughter about her birth father? And she's 8. She's 8. So I feel like, one, I do think or hope the daughter in her head was like, maybe that's my daddy. Because Sean ain't my daddy. Because I ain't told is my daddy. But even her said how she has not had a conversation with her 8-year-old daughter about her father or not talk to her if she thinks Sean is her father or whatever. That's weird to just leave that open-ended. And again, it's because her father left open-ended or whatever. It's because, truth be told, both you and him left that little girl, and your mama raised her. Both you and him were on drugs. So I feel like that may be the reason why she's allowing him around, because they're the same fucking person. But introduce your daughter to a stranger as your special friend. Don't tell Sean. It's like, ma'am, those are all the red flags that you should not put in your child's head. Okay? Now, he said how he wants to sit down and tell the little girl, for them both to sit down and tell her that he's her father. Sarah says, well, I don't think, that's smart or whatever. We're not yet. I want to be sure that, y'all can put some more time together, whatever, and that you're not going to just flake and not be around. Because once she loves you and gets to know you as her father, you can't just up and leave. Now, again, that's a great thing. But however, you and your special friend is stupid. It's your daddy. It's your daddy. That's it. Okay. Now, as she's there, Sean keep calling her. And she's avoiding calls. Okay, I don't want him to know. He'll be pissed if he knew I was here. I have my own rules about how we should do things or whatever. So I'm breaking my own rules because I would be pissed if I found out he was taking around with his ex. Well, you're a hypocrite. Okay. They get home. Sean has, because again, she told him before, you're not romantic or whatever. We don't spend time together. All you do is play video games or whatever. You don't make no time for me. Love me. Be with me. Be around me. She came home. Sean had champagne, flowers, balloons. He had a whole blow-up hot tub in the living room. He had a whole hot tub in the living room so they could relax and have a romantic eve. I said, look, it sounds dumb, but that's so romantic. Y'all know people who have babies or whatever, they give the pools, and the pool, you can have a pool in your living room that you blow up and take it down. You do what? You blow it up and you take it down. So the fact that she walked in, okay, and he's trying, at least he's trying to, make things better between them, because she said, you don't do enough. So when she walked in, what is this? Well, I made a romantic thing, with flowers and roses and balloons and champagne and strawberries or whatever. I was like, Lord, he tried. He tried. But I said, I want one. I want one in my living room, okay? But he surprise. I've been calling you all day. You didn't answer. Oh, I was at the park. Me and Abby had some one-on-one time. I'm like, not you lying in front of the daughter. So now your daughter have seen you lie to him. So she now thinks I didn't lie to him. I'm a lie. I lied. Mama lied. Sean lied. We are a lying family. Okay. Anyway, but I'm tired, Sean. I don't want to get in the hot tub. I want to go to sleep. You're like, wait, ain't this about look, I feel like you don't want me no more. I'm your husband. You told me to be romantic or whatever. I'm trying to be, and you are just not really vibing with me. I think it's some bullshit. I don't know what's going on. I feel like you want to leave me. Sean, what? You know what? You're making things up in your head. Okay. I'm just tired. But she just acting different. And the fact that you're acting different around your husband because of your baby daddy is a reason that Sean gonna fuck around and get us on his side. And we don't want to be on Sean's side. Lord Jesus. Anyway, Sean got in the hot tub, stayed in the hot tub while her ass went to bed. But again, her placating that she's tired or all the shit she doing because she was out hanging. I'm like, did you fuck Anthony? Did y'all kiss? Jesus, fix it. Okay. We don't want to be on Sean's side. Okay. Be honest. Be honest. The next piece of bullshit, girl, Taylor and Sean is. Y'all, like the video. Like the video. Because Taylor and Chance deserved a like because they on the B of the S. Now, we all know we don't like Chance. We don't like Chance. Not today, not ever. Taylor and Chance have went to a financial planner because, again, they need some money management help or whatever. They need help and advice. We're having a baby. We're having money issues. So it's smart. If you know for a fact you're having money issues, just go ahead around here and see somebody and ask them what's going on. Okay? It's because Taylor had no idea why there had bills that's past due. Chance know why. This is the gotcha. You know exactly why we're having these issues. You know the exact reason why things are happening the way they are. You just won't tell me. So you rather wait to have us go see a financial planner versus telling me at home what the going on. This is why we know Chance ain't shit. So they get there. Now Chance said, I hope Taylor won't find out how I spend the money while we're here. I hope that part doesn't come up in the conversation. You think how you spend money is not going to come up. When talking to the financial planner, I was like, what? Now, the lady seemed professional. She seemed like, okay, let me just ask questions. But as Chance kept talking and talking more, it was like she was like, this motherfucker here is great. Like, he's the reason. He's the reason. It's you, bruh. It's you. So Taylor doesn't work. Okay, she's stay-at-home mom. Chance does work. Chance makes $35 per hour, which comes out to about almost $75,000 a year, plus his bonuses. Now, I don't know what he do. I believe it's something within in construction or whatever, or something. He never said what his job was, is how much he made. Okay? Now, he says, I have 7 credit cards. Now, a bit of transparency. I have a whole lot of credit cards. I don't really use them, but just as chance, because they said, "Why you have so many?" He said, "Well, I was trying to build up my credit." Now, at some point or another, I just got approved for a whole bunch of cards. The difference is you have to know how to use that credit. Because I have more than 7 cards. I have a couple of regular credit cards. I have a couple of store credit cards. And that's it. However, even though I'm paying off my credit cards, I'm not behind on shit. My monthly bills, rent, car insurance, those bills are always paid a month in advance. So yes, I'm paying off the little bit of credit card that I have, but it's not nothing that's not managed. And I'm able to still pay a card off and then spend it and pay it off and then spend it. It's revolving. Okay. The fact that y'all credit ain't revolving is stuck. It's why you don't know what you're doing. That's stupid. That's dumb. Now, when he said I have 7 credit cards, I said 7. And the reason for him that's a lot is because he's just out of prison. Okay, and I'm like 7. Ooh. And he said, but I was using it to build up my credit, get out of prison. Fine. He then goes into he says so 3 of them, the balance or the limit is $300. He says 2 of them, the limit is $400. He then said the last 2, their limits is $700. Now, I'm not bragging at all. All my card limits are way higher than that. Okay, I'm in the thousands. Every card I have is in the thousands. Because I used these smart, and I'm sure this as a lesson, because when I got my credit cards, and it was only maybe 5, I would say maybe 7 years ago, I got my first credit card. And when you first get a credit card, the limits are small. It is 300 here, 400 here, maybe 5. For me, when I got mine, my starting limits was I think it may have been 3. The first one I think was 3. After that, it was up. But I within a year, maybe 2, I have built my credit up so much to where again all my cards are in the thousands, because you do want to use those credit cards to build up your credit. They then raise your credit limit. You know what I'm saying? But you should never use it all unless it's some dire emergency or whatever, and you have to, pay this or pay that or whatever. I get like if a fucking tornado hit your house and you have to buy all new shit. Well, yes, use your $12,000 credit cards to buy what you need. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's supposed to be for. It's supposed to be for emergencies. Like that or whatever. Or you use it to where you can pay it back. So what he's saying makes sense. He just did not know what the fuck he was doing at all. And he was just getting, because the 7 credit cards, out of 7 credit cards, the limits total $3,100. That's nothing. Okay. However, if you're making $35 an hour and you're saying you're making about $75,000 a year before taxes, you should still have enough to pay off your $3,100 credit card bill. It will make no sense for you not to be able to pay that off. Okay. As he's talking, Taylor, who is just like this motherfucker, you look at the face. The whole time he's talking, She keeps looking at him like, you full of shit. You are full of shit. And as he's talking about how he just had those 7 cars, she's like, bullshit. I call bullshit. Okay, I call bullshit. I also have 4 loans to my bank. I said, 4 loans? I said, how the fuck you got 4 loans through the bank? Now, when she said, what are those for? Because the lady, she's like, this is a lot of shit. He said, I have 1 loan, it's for $28K for my truck, which he did not need. He should not have gotten a loan for $2,800 to get a new used truck. Okay. He said, I also have a loan for $2,500. Now he said he had 4 loans. He only gave 2 amounts. So I don't know what other loans were. I don't know. However, again, you still make enough to where your at least the minimum payments and everything should be cool. So I'm like, he on some bullshit. And Taylor looking like you on some, you're lying. You're lying. Okay? Some ain't adding up. Some ain't adding up. Look, I'm gonna say this. This is very true what India said. They will give you everything. I'll even say this. I had one of my cards. One of my cards. The limit was $12,000. And once I got that card maybe like 3 years ago. And I got the card. I put that shit in one of my dresser drawers, and I didn't touch it. I let it sit there. Sit there. Be there. Because they'll give you that amount to do stuff with. And let me tell you how I let it work for me. Once it came around for me to have a 0 interest rate, it was like a promotional interest rate, 0% interest or whatever. You can do a balance transfer. So I just transferred the balances from 2 other cards I had to that because I saved on interest. So you have to know how to make your credit card work for you. Credit cards are not about spending all the money. That's the limit. You just have it in case you need it. And that's it. He had smaller limits, but did not know how to use them properly. And he was not paying them off as the bills were due. And so you have to be smart. If you get approved, like again, for one of my cards, the limit at the time was $12,000. And I let it sit. It may have been 4 years ago. Maybe 4 years ago. Because when I moved, because the car had been sitting in the drawer, I had to make sure to grab the car out of the drawer when I moved and put it in my pocket to not lose it. It was the only car I don't know how, but I had other cars that had high limits. Anyway, my point is, you have to know how to work the credit. Even if you have 10 cards and you have $1,000 balance on each card, if you're carrying interest on each card, you're paying more money to pay that off. If you have one credit card that has a $12,000 limit and you have a 0 interest rate for a year, you would want to transfer the balance from any card you have that has an interest rate, but you're paying, you're just making you pay more money. Transfer the balance of all those cards to the one card that has a 0% interest and pay it off during that whole part of when it's 0% interest, because that way you're paying less money. Because you'll still have the same amount of debt. It's just not spread across multiple cards. It's on one card and you have 0% interest. Okay. And it's also a way to help build your credit and do what? Raise the limit. Because you have a $12,000 credit limit and you've put on 10 grand in debt. I'm giving examples for money or whatever. But you paid off the 10 grand in, let's say, 10 months. That 12 grand limit will be higher. Just saying. Anyway. Yeah. Okay. That's just a little bit of, help right there. But what's his name? That Chance, on bullshit. Okay, on bullshit. Now Taylor then say again, because he mentioned the 2 loans, whatever. Taylor like, look, why are our bills past due? I don't understand how our bills are past due. Okay, when you're making that much money an hour a year, I don't get why our water bill and our mortgage were 2 months behind. I'm like, Bill, what? Not I would be mortified. Look, I hate when my bill due and I just forget. One time I forgot to pay on my Lane Brand card. It was like a year ago. I just forgot to make a payment, and I was mortified when I had missed my payment and got like a $35, late fee, whatever. Because I'm never late. I usually always pay the bill on the due date or before the due date, and this was when I was sick with COVID and stuff, and my mind just, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't fully there. And when I got an email about, it was paid, I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. And I was like maybe a week late. You know what I'm saying? I would panic being 2 months behind because my worst fear is for someone to be cut off. For me to come home. I told y'all the power when I went down, I'm like, I paid the bill. I know I'm not late. I paid the bill. And not because I'm past due, but I feel like, what if when I brother do it and it's cut you off? But I know that it takes time for stuff to cut off. But I'm like 2 months behind on the water and the mortgage. Whew. Lord. No, man. Yeah, I called them. They took off the late fee. They were like, "You never." I'm like, I just did not. I was crazy. But again, she's like, some may right. What else are you spending money on? Because it don't make no sense, okay? And when so you could see how the money, you see right here, all the money was going. And they said, the lady said, sir, with the amount you make, you should not be behind on the bills y'all have. And that's the gotcha. It wasn't Lindsey saying, it was the financial lady who was looking at their bills, how much he make, and like, you shouldn't be behind 2 months. Not working, if the 40 hours and plus OT and bonuses or whatever, there's no way with what y'all pay that you should be behind 2 months. You ain't paid shit in 2 months, not nothing. Yeah, so where's your money going, Chance? He then start randomly lying. Well, I every morning I stop at the store on the way to work. Okay, I get 2 sodas. That's $4. Okay, I get a breakfast sandwich. That's like $10, $15. I said, how did it go from a $4 pop? First of all, what pop do you know that's $4? You getting 2 liters? You thirsty? So from $4 to 10 to 15, I do that. I do it every day. Okay, I then do the same thing at lunch. Okay, that adds up. Okay, I then spend. I spent. Just lying. I spent 40, on vapors. Okay, because I'm trying to quit smoking. She said, but you keep smoking. Right. So I still bought cigarettes too. Oh, so you bought vapors to stop smoking. You still bought cigarettes. He then brought up how he also, I guess, like chews chewing tobacco. I'm like, that's the whole what? I was like, oh Lord, Jesus Christ. Oh Lord. Right. And the $75,000 he earns is not his take-home pay. So, because again, the amount that's based on before any taxes. Okay. So you spending more than what you make. Plus, you're using your credit cards too. That's dumb. Okay, but him say I get some sodas, I get some sandwiches. Okay, that's $15. Okay, I got the 40 on vapes. Okay, I'm buying cigarettes too. Okay, I'm buying the children. I was like, what? It was like he was just making shit up because he was caught. Because nothing he's saying costs what he's saying. Okay. Okay, I'm be honest. Let me be honest. Oh, now you're gonna be honest. He then said, like, you said, sometimes I be a little tired. I be frustrated. Okay? And what I do is I leave work early. Okay, sometimes I leave work at like 12 or 1, and I go to the casino. She said, motherfucker, what? When Taylor said, motherfucker, God damn it, Chance. She was mad, okay? She was mad because she knew it was something. And they was like, oh, when you go to the casino, well, how much do you spend at a casino, Chance? How much? We know sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I would have like 700 in the bank. Okay. I would have $700 in the bank. And then I would go at the casino and I would go and I would play $200. So he has 7. Now he has 5. Okay. He got 5 in the bank, 2. I would go play the $200. I would lose it. I would go back and take out another 200 to win, but I would lose again. So he had 7. He went down to 5. Now he down to 3. Okay. He said, but I would keep playing to win what I lost, and I would end up leaving negative $700. What? 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 I'm just like this. I'm not a gambler like that. I don't do casinos because I feel like it's a chance. It's a chance you might win. Yeah, sure. But I don't want to risk losing money I could spend on other stuff and give it to the casino and I come home with nothing. Now, I would be the one, I may spend $700 on 2 purses or $700 at Torrid or Lane Bryant or Old Navy or Macy's. But I see where my money went. I have something here that showed me what that's where that 700 went. That 700 went to, the full purse. I'm gonna start showing my purse collection because I have a whole lot of purses that I bought. Some of them I need to put out there with tag on everything. I'm gonna do that now that the weather's broken. But I don't mind spending money on things I can see, but I can't gamble because I'm like you. It's just lost money. It's just lost. And the fact that he is admitting to going and not only playing the 700 he had, he said, I leave out of there negative 700. So you spent a whole 700 you didn't even have. Meaning he probably be spending $1,000. And Taylor's pissed. Oh, she's pissed. I've never seen her so upset. And it's funny. Okay. And she tells him how pissed off she is. This fool say, see, that's why I can't tell you stuff. Because look, she's like, I have a right to be pissed. Because you're making dumbass bad decisions. Okay. She then said, how you get overtime? Because you've been telling me you work OT. How you get OT if you are leaving work early? Well, instead of getting like 46 hours, I get 42. Again, he's lying about all kind of shit. So they get home. She's pissed. He gets in the shower. While he's in the shower, she goes and gets his phone. And she's like, I think if he lying about little shit, he's probably lying about more shit. I'm look. So she's like looking through the phone. It was some website or something that he was on. She then went to his either his messages or like the text something. But she saw a message that was sent out to someone called Work Jess. Okay. And the photos sent to Work Jess were deleted out. And now she's pissed because her mind is, you fucking somebody behind my back. Because why is someone on your phone that's Work Jess? It does not make any sense. And she's pissed. She proceeds to get his clothes, took him outside and set that shit on fire. Okay? Because he's in the shower. And when she went and opened the bathroom door, said, okay, and what she said something to him about like you're a liar, whatever she said, which made him know something ain't right. He is All I needed was for him to fall or slip because he was wet, trying to run around. Where's my phone? Oh, you need your phone? Why? You delete more pictures? Why? And she's pissed. Okay, she got the clothes on, honey. She Angela Bassetted that shit perfectly. Okay, and she had clothes, some shoes, his vitamins. Okay, his protein powder, all that stuff. And first of all, I'm like, why is his belly so plump? He was so small at first. He been eating. You hear me? And I ain't fat shaming. I'm saying he been eating. And she was pissed. Lit his shit on fire. Because he's running around trying to put on pants, because she's running around the house just, tossing shit or whatever. And he trying to catch her. And she out back having a barbecue. And she's like, yes, you motherfucker or whatever. She's like, this shit's crazy. This is bullshit. You know what? You are going to sleep outside. You're going to sleep in the garage. She said, bullshit, this is my house. I said, first of all, how dare you tell her that she can't come in her house? You gonna tell her she has to sleep outside in the garage, the one you made for her sister? Fuck you. I laughed and laughed and laughed because I like the fact that she stood up for herself. Now, if she stayed with him, that's on y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's on y'all. But I feel like she had every right to be pissed. Period. And I just feel like, yeah, burn this shit up, girl. I said, oh, she would have grabbed shit when she just bear hugged all of his protein powders and then vitamins or whatever. I'm like, the fact that she's burning up the stuff she know he loves, I was like, oh, she mad. Oh, it's a mad fire. Okay, look, y'all know, for those of y'all who are JayBirds for a long time, y'all know I told you about one time when I was like 19, 20, whatever, I don't know. I was at least 18. I was at least 8. I think I was at least 18. And my boyfriend at the time, Jamar, may he rest in peace. He died a few years ago. He took my cell phone and was like, he went to go see some bitch. And I was like, this motherfucker, I was pissed. And so the clothes he had, I made a bonfire outside the house and set it on fire. I sure did. So I did this too. I told you I have lived a life. Okay, I believe that story time is probably up on my channel too. So I can relate. I can relate. You get so pissed and you want to just burn up whatever they have. That's it. You let that be what it is. Okay, and next time they are no better. Next time, they'll leave you alone. Okay? Now, next up is crazy ass Aris and crazy ass Cameron. I feel like while we always felt like Aris was moving too fast with Cameron, I've now come to understand that Aris is also cuckoo. Because she's a little tick boom, he's a little tick boom. And I just don't even understand how this is going to end. I don't know. Because I'm like, girl, it's him. It's not just him, it's you too. Okay. So they wake up at home or whatever. Her daughter feel like that. Her daughter is with her daughter that went from being with her mama to now her daughter is with her good friend. A good old family friend or whatever, who's a former CO. So it's still just her and Cameron. So they ran around her curly wig, okay, him and another white tee, or whatever. And he wants to get stuff for the house. I never understand why people fresh out of prison on this show just be spending money all willy-nilly. I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. Okay, but he say, hey, let's go shop for stuff for the house. And when she's like, well, how are we gonna pay for it? Well, I got some money, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the cost. I got that. I was like, why would I not worry about you buying shit? You need to tell me where. This is the thing. You need to tell me where your money comes from because I have a child. And as she told him, I don't want nobody coming knock on my door looking for you, okay? Because I have a child to protect. You should. Why not think about the child you're protecting before getting married? Before getting married, okay? Cameron said he's not used to having to explain anything to anyone about what he do, how he makes money, and this and that. He said, but he gets now that it's going to change because, again, he's married now, so it's different. I said, sir, yes. Absolutely. Okay, that is how it go. Okay? That little store. Okay, and a friend called, like, hey, girl, how you doing? How you doing? Okay, so let's all meet up, okay? I want to meet up to meet him, okay? I'm going to have a whole little beach day. We can come have some fun, and I can meet your husband, and you can get your damn daughter. Okay? So her friend, again, is a former CEO. She's a former corrections officer. And she hoped Cameron and old girl would get along because, again, she my friend. And my friend said, no, I'm not going to marry nobody that's not good for me. I'm not going to marry nobody, okay, who isn't a good person. If you say so. Okay? Now, they are at the beach. Okay, the daughter was there too, but I didn't want to get a picture of the daughter. That's friend. Okay, that's friend. And they, walking around, talking or whatever. We see that Cameron and the daughter, have fun too, walking around the beach. Now, Cameron say him and the daughter have a great bond already, as a father figure in her life. How? We saw y'all hang out twice. I'm gonna leave that be. But he said he loves, being a stepfather. If I need to see you do more than arrive on airplanes and wake up. Because even them going to the furniture stop, he was looking at. The fact he looked at a mirror, I would make some good porno. I'm like, why would you say that out loud? But you'll make good porno. And I'm like, I can't. They bought 2 chairs though. It was 2 chairs that cost like $400. But again, he said him and Ogre good. So the friend like was airs, what's going on or whatever. And she brought up I'm wondering about how he makes money or where money's coming from. Like he's spending stuff here and there. And I'm not fully aware of like where the money comes from. She said, girl, you need to ask all the questions. Be sure to be fully aware of what's going on. I never understand why are you afraid to ask and be open and ask what's going on. How did the money get in your pocket? How? And if you don't feel right asking that, you should not be married. If he can't give you an honest, even if he can't tell us, I got a job working at the KFC. I'm flipping burgers, and I got first of all, not flipping burgers at KFC, but I'm flipping the wedges at KFC, and we shall see. I don't know, but he don't have no job. But again, I love the friend saying, "Girl, ask him everything you need. Like, don't hesitate to ask stuff." When she then talked to him one-on-one, and Cameron brings up how Eric's so great, she's a wonderful person, whatever, how much you love her. How she gonna teach him how to manage his money. He brings up how he's never had a job. He's never had a job. He's always hustled, okay, his whole life, and that he was only arrested this one time or whatever. So he feel because he's only arrested one time for some weed or whatever, that he will be able to easily get a job somewhere to make money. Now, if you say so, but again, why are we tiptoeing around how he has money? And even though friends, they're like, look, you know what I'm saying? You got to get past me too. And his point was like, I only have one woman to answer to, it's my wife, and that's it. That was his way of saying, like, I'm cool on you, but I'm also saying, fuck with you, girl, fuck what you talking about. It's about me, and my wife. I'm not trying to impress you. I don't have the answer to you, okay? And nothing she was saying matters to him. I don't care that she's an OCO or whatever. I don't care, blah, 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 blah. I only have one person answering this earth. Again, foolish. Foolish. Now, speaking of foolish, lastly, foolish times around 6 or 7 or 8 is him and her, his two sisters. So it's 6. It's foolish times 6 because it's him and his sisters and her sisters, and it's all a bunch of bullshit. Okay, it's all a bunch of fraggle B of the S. Okay, it's like, what is y'all doing? What is happening? Okay, so we all know the fight that happened last week, and now the aftermath. Okay, now again, the sister's fingers are bloody because her nails popped off. So I'm forewarning y'all, it don't look bad to me, but I just, trigger. Again, so again, the sister's nails popped off, so her fingernails are bleeding from the fight. The other sister, the tall one, it's the biggest sister and the smaller sister. Okay, the smaller sister nails are all broken up, her fingers are bleeding from the fight. Derek's bigger sister, okay, you was up there taking up them hoes. Now she's also, her arms and legs are scratched up. Okay, the Elizabeth one. But she feel like, see, they jealous. They is jealous. They're jealous of us, and it's some bullshit. I don't know why they. Now Derek is like, look, I was not taking up for them. I didn't want anyone to fight. You know what I'm saying? My watch got broke. I'm upset. I'm mad. Blah, blah, blah. Now, the fact that Derek, we did not hear from Monique's sisters. We only hear from Derek's sisters. And how they are trying to make it seem as if Monique and her sisters, like, really planned to fight. The little sister say how much, old girl, the other sister would not let go of her hair, how her nails are broken or whatever. It was a whole fight. So to me, I feel like what we saw last week wasn't the full fight. I feel like more must have happened. And we didn't see all of it. I think that's why we heard Monique say, I bet you they won't talk shit no more. Because we never knew the sister, hands were messed up. Her hair was off. I'm saying, like, from what happened. So I'm going to leave that way. But Derek is kind of changed his story. And I was confused, okay? He was like, well, my sisters had walked away. They were in the car. And we then see him saying that Monique walked up to the car on the driver's side and was fussing with the littlest sister. The fact that Derek wants to make it seem like because of that caused the fight. I was like, it seemed like what caused the fight was your biggest sister running up on your girlfriend and her two sisters. Like, even if Monique went over to the car fussing with Lil One, your biggest sister still ran up on Monique, her sister, and the other sister. So I feel like, what are we missing that made him feel like Monique arguing with the one sister was what caused the fight, how she's poking at people or whatever, and that was uncalled for. I was so confused as to how anyone was trying to fully blame Monique and her sister. I feel like everybody played a part in the argument. I don't understand how that even happened, because the fight started when Elizabeth ran up on them. Even when Monique and Lil One was arguing, they wasn't fighting. They was arguing. They was all arguing. Everyone was arguing. His sisters were calling Monique's sisters bitches and hoes. It was a full-fledged argument. Everybody was a part of it, even Derek, because Derek refuses to follow through with what he say makes sense. He kept telling us, my sisters and them is on bullshit or whatever. They're messy. They can be ghetto. So you know how they are. You chose to allow them to all meet up as if you had not known your sisters was messy. You already said how Monique would not stop fussing. So there, why would you agree for them to all meet up? You knew, everybody knew. Everyone knew that once they all met up, a fight was going to happen. Everyone knew that. Because before this, one of the sisters called Monique and told her, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to beat your ass. So my thing is, they had already been fussing real tough, real hard. Real tough, real hard. So I don't feel like Monique and them is more to blame. I don't feel like Monique and them came to fight. I think they came knowing a fight might happen. If it do, it is what it is. But to make it seem as if your siblings did not play any parts in it, there you're lying. Because little sister had to run out after big sister ran over there. So to me, that was on bullshit. She said, well, Monique went to bullshit. And then saying that because Monique was not mature enough to not walk away. Nigga, nobody was. Not Monique, not her sisters, or your sisters either. No one walked away. Even though your sisters went and got in the car, they still got out the car and ran back around to fight. I always say, mouth don't mean nothing. Keep talking. Don't run up on me. And she ran up on the sisters. So I'm like, stop making it seem as if your people is just so innocent. Oh, it's innocent. Okay. The crazy part was after they was fussing with Derek, because Monique and her sisters had left. It was only Derek and his sisters left, talking about it or whatever. And then they for to leave, they left Derek there. Because the little sister, was like, I'm mad at him. He can't ride in my car. I can't drive home. Her hand was so messed up, she couldn't drive home. The big sister had to drive home. I blame Derek. I fully blame Derek because he refused to just let it be. He kept, because he said how, nobody thinking about me, and my freedom or whatever, and how I had not had a birthday party with everyone around in like 15 years or whatever, and that's all I wanted. You have to also understand your family and that girl don't get along. They don't. I feel like the reason the fight happened is because everybody there was ready to fight. His sisters and her sisters. I think everybody was ready for what was going to happen. But I do think had the big sister not ran up on Monique and her two sisters, that a fight would not have happened. Had they just kept arguing from a distance, eventually somebody would have pulled off. And I've said it before. I have family like cousins. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I love you from afar. You have to know how people are. And Derek knows how his people are. He has told us that over and over and over. That's why he just doesn't even, deal with them. And all of them had mouth. All of them. Monique and her sisters had mouth for sure. But the key that I say the reason they did not start the fight was because they didn't run up on nobody. They were talking shit. I always say, talk shit from across the room. It's cool. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Talk that shit over there. Unless you in my face talking shit, we good. We good. Girl, pull off. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. I don't care. Whatever. Bitch, back. You know what I'm saying? Fuss back and forth. Back and forth. It was not until Elizabeth got out the car and ran over to fight. Not to fuss, to fight. And who set up this whole thing? Derek. Yes, and then because Tracy sent me that stuff. The Elizabeth was on social media. I'm gonna call his PO. I'm gonna have him arrested. I'm gonna bust out his grandma's windows because they online. They online talking about me and my medical stuff. This I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this because I want to make it clear. I don't know if Elizabeth thought no one knew she was trans. Because her saying how, you know, they were talking about me and they were, you know, misgendering and they put out my stuff. I was like, no one saw you on the show for the first time and thought that you were, you know, a natural born woman. I think everybody saw you on that first episode and we all were fully aware that you were a trans woman. And that's what it is. But the fact that she be on social media, because I don't follow her. I don't at all. But the fact that she was on social media threatening to bust out that man grandma windows. She was on here talking about, I'm gonna bust out his windows. I can't believe that. What? Say what now? For what? For who? You sound nuts. That's stupid. That's dumb. That makes no sense. That's fighting. Let me put it up. Hold on, I'm sharing my screen. Because again, because they lead Derek there because the sister's pissed. So like, he planned it. He called an Uber and he said, "How you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I have to make a choice because you know they won't get along or whatever. I got to choose either between my sisters or my girl." Okay, Monique went back to the hotel, you know, and said, "I'm done filming today. I'm done." Okay, I tried to be cool with them or whatever. They on bullshit or whatever. I had time. I'm tired. I'm done dealing and trying to make a relationship happen with the sisters or whatever. I'm done. Filming. Leave me alone. Okay, so that was their whole segment. It wasn't much of nothing at all. Both Derek and Monique really did not film any of the scenes after that. So let's go to when I say Tracy be sending stuff. You hear me? Okay. Let's listen.
The show is over because Derek and Monique keep fighting. Derek keep putting his hands on Monique, so they don't want to record with them no more. That's why we're not recording no more. And plus, you know, Derek and them are not going to allow me to get on there because they don't want me to steal the show or whatever. But we're not recording because Derek keep putting his hands on Monique. I love you too. That's why they're not recording. The show is over because Derek and Monique keep fighting. Derek keep putting his hands on Monique, so they don't want to record with them no more. That's why we're not recording no more. And plus, you know, Derek and them are not going to allow me to get on there because they don't want me to steal the show or whatever. But we're not recording because Derek keep putting his hands on Monique.
That is one part of what she was saying. Let me try to find the other one. Of her threatening to bust out the windows. Because that was just absolutely insane. Is it this one or is it this one? Well, no, she was then posting text messages from some other chick Derek dealing with. And I'm like, why does any of that matter? So for me, I feel like Elizabeth is doing too much. Like, you not really on the show like that, but you trying to be. I also feel like, girl, anybody sending you stuff, you prove to me, that they who they said he is. Prove it. Prove it. So again, you posting text from some chick who allegedly, supposedly, you know what I'm saying, is saying she messing with Derek. I was like, girl, that could be you. Just being, I don't know. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. But where's the woman I heard her saying they may have deleted it around here? Let me see. Because sometimes I see stuff that she be saying, and I'm like, I don't care. Because I don't trust Elizabeth. Because she's messy. I don't trust Elizabeth because she seems to be wanting to get attention. I don't trust her because I'm like, why do you care so much about whatever is going on with Derek and Monique? I don't know where it's at. But she was on a live video and saying how she was gonna bust up that man got my windows. And it's stupid. Yeah, because Monique had posted something and deleted it. I don't really ever see Derek post stuff. He do stories, but I don't see him post much or whatever. But again, her saying, they was posting my records and my stuff, and once someone transitions, they don't want anyone posting who they used to be, and I fully get that. I also feel like people are petty. And I feel like Elizabeth is consistently just involving herself in beefing with Monique. And Monique and them was using her past. And I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And the only reason I know Monique posted something and then deleted it was because the comments said, what happened to the post you just posted? And the photo that she had posted up on that point was a photo of Elizabeth as a kid, as a boy. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, we have to respect people, but respect goes both ways. And I feel like Elizabeth can't be out here fucking with Monique and or Derek and think whoever she fucking with ain't gonna respond back to her. And you can't punch me in the face and tell me how to punch you back. I have not heard Monique or Derek misgender her currently. I've not heard them, call her anything other than, the sister or Elizabeth. I haven't seen that myself. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm saying I ain't seen that. My point is still though that Elizabeth be doing shit. You know what I'm saying? And she don't like how Monique responds to whatever it is that she puts out. And he also can't be right saying I'm abusing Monique, which can get him sent back to jail. And trying, because again, also, you keep talking about who I was before I went to prison. I feel like everybody bring up bullshit. Everybody. And that's the unfortunate part, to where Elizabeth should not be so concerned with Derek and Monique. If they are a real couple, if they're a fake couple, or whatever it may be, I feel like she need to sit the fuck down and back the fuck up. Because what's happening is you just keep looking stupid. And you keep getting upset. I'm not saying anyone has the right to use her dead name. I think that's how they refer to it or whatever. I think, you don't want to, be bullying and harassing folks because they are trans. But you also can't be around here fucking with me and think I'm going to sit back and, be respectful of you when you are disrespecting me. There are no rules when for us to fight, even though they should be. I think no one should bring up anybody's kids. That's my one thing. Maybe don't bring up no dead mamas, no dead babies or whatever. Because again, Derek's mama passed away. Monique had a child passed away or whatever. But it's just getting messy. And the one thing that I think we liked about Love after Lockup is it was never a lot of social media bullshit with that show. Most of the stuff happened on the show. Even if you will see on social media them just posting pictures of their life while not filming, that's what it was. But this is the first time I believe on this show where the cast is on social media fussing, and then we're seeing fights happen on the show based on what happened on social media. The same way that Monique said that the reason she got pissed was because the sister posted a picture of her at the prison, like in real time. And so that was her issue. So I'm like, I just need people to stop allowing people to just be on bullshit. Like, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Like, it doesn't make any sense, because otherwise it's going to consistently be arguments. So in my opinion, both Monique and the sister have all gone too far and made fussing and fight on social media. But Elizabeth can't keep complaining as if she's innocent. Anyway, that was the whole episode. Okay, Foolishness all up and through. Okay, man. So we have to wait until next week to see what else is gonna happen. Okay, now I have to get off here and watch a couple shows to have reviews up tomorrow. I will probably be live sometime tomorrow night. Our Escape show review live. It's on Monday. It's on Monday. It's not Monday morning, but Monday evening when I got work. I hope y'all had a great time. I have been talking since 1:30. My mouth is tired. My mouth is tired. Okay. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, to like the video, to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, also on Twitter. Y'all know the live we just did. It's up as well. So go watch that back as well. Okay, be supportive. Content is what I'm trying to push out. A whole bunch of content. So I appreciate y'all for appreciating me. I love you all. Have a good night. I will see y'all tomorrow. And we're gonna hope that next week on the show is not a lot of bullshit about whatever happened on social media. Okay, gonna leave that be. Now, again, like the video. Okay, subscribe, share. And if you watch the replay, comment in the comment section. Until later on, when I talk, y'all, I gotta go. Bye.